you rock stars out there. It's your girl, Lisa. So I learned how to make a podcast in class recently, and I was going to cover this as one, but I don't have Pro Tools, which is what we're working with. I do have Reaper, but it's an older version, and I actually don't have that much knowledge with that, so I was going to use Adobe Premiere Pro, but it kept cutting off my pictures and videos. I tried everything. Like, I put them all in new sequences, and it just wasn't working for me. So I literally just used iMovie on my iPhone to create this slideshow / podcast. All right, so without further ado, today I'll be telling you guys my top 3 most memorable concerts I've been to. This is pretty tough, but we'll get this show on the road. Number 3 on the list is Disturbed. I saw them back in the fall of 2019. It was at Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. I met the guys before the show and bought the merch bundle, which included a set list, a flag, a poster, and some other stuff. Their pyrotechnics were the best I've ever seen. My face was melting off in the front row. During the show, they had an interlude in which they spread awareness about depression. Their opening band was In This Moment, and they had an awesome light show with a sick graveyard stage setup. It was definitely a night to remember. All right, next up on the list, number 2, we have Fort Myers' very own Fort Rock Festival. Unfortunately, they don't do it there anymore at JetBlue Park, but this is where I crowd surfed for the first time to one of my favorite bands, Bullet for My Valentine. And this was back in 2016. Letting you go. At Fort Rock, during Bullet's set, I was on the big screen that was above the stage when I was crowd surfing, but I never got the video. I reached out to Espo Productions, the guys that filmed it, but they didn't have it. I was pretty sad. I got a t-shirt though. I usually do when I go to concerts. Fort Rock was the first big rock festival I had ever been to, if you don't count Warped Tour. So as you can see, I actually didn't get like any videos or pictures when I went to Fort Rock. I don't know why, I don't remember, but I did meet Bullet in Atlanta, Georgia a couple years later at their headline show. And the guys did sign my battle vest at the meet and greet. As you can see a little bit before, my timing's a little bit off. Number 1 on the list was also back in 2016. It's where I met some new friends for life. They called themselves the Front Row Mafia. If you haven't realized already, I'm always front row at shows now, thanks to Tatiana, Dominic, Eduardo, and Justin. I haven't seen a few of you guys in a hot minute. Shout out to y'all. We all came up with this bizarre idea to go to Minnesota to see Metallica. I remember not getting any sleep the night before we left. Dom's dad drove us all to the airport at like 5 a.m. We flew to Minneapolis, and the day before the big show, the opening band, Avenged Sevenfold, actually put on their own free show at a small venue, First Ave. We headed straight there. Me and my friends were first in line as we waited all day. I'll never forget that the band bought a lot of us in line McDonald's. A crew also got some stills and footage of us, and they posted the video on YouTube and on Instagram. "5 a.m. the next morning, we wake up and rush to get in line outside the new, at the time, U.S. Bank Stadium. This was where the Super Bowl was held in 2018. We waited out in the rain and the cold weather that day for like 12 hours to be admitted, but it was so worth it because we were front row. Opening for Metallica and Avenged was also Volbeat, so that was pretty cool. I've never seen them before. Of course, Metallica had some amazing pyrotechnics as well. I remember I was super dehydrated, but I didn't want to leave my spot. How could I? I was front row for Metallica. I was also pretty emotional, like I always am at every concert. I did score a couple guitar picks from the show, so that was pretty sweet. Oh, I think I took 1 or 2 videos, but I can't really find them. But yeah, I was just living in the moment, it was an amazing show. Have you guys ever slept on the floor in an airport? No? We did the day after, and it was the best nap ever. Well, there you have it, my top 3 best concerts. There's too many to include, but some other bands that I've seen are Foo Fighters, Trivium, Slipknot, Paramore, and the Rockville Festival that's in Jacksonville, Florida. I wouldn't trade any of these memories for the world. Screaming the lyrics and headbanging to the most relatable songs with your best friends makes you forget all the shit in the world and feel alive inside. Thanks for listening, you guys. Keep on rocking.